Alright guys, hey, welcome back. And today I'm going to kind of just go over with you my current class setups and loadouts on Modern Warfare. Since I know that Black Ops Cold War just came out and there's probably a hell of a lot of new players, reoccurring players, continuous players, and players still playing, there are also a lot of players who are new and appearingly, seemingly new over here on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. So I'm going to go over a bunch of my create a class setups, and I'm also going to showcase some clips with some of these setups so that you kind of have like a I want to use that, you know, because that's the feeling that people sometimes look for, and I'm hoping this may or may not cater to your ire. So if you enjoy this video, please leave a like. But we're going to start off with the Kilo 141. The Kilo 141, we're using a monocle reflex, a commando foregrip, the 50 round magazine, stippled grip tape, and sleight of hand. Now this is predominantly for hardcore and team deathmatch core, but this gun doesn't need a lot of damage output because it has moderate stability and overall decent firepower. Has a decent fire rate, damage output is okay, and it just has a sidearm for backup or response. I have, for my second loadout that I'm going to share with you today, I'm only going to share a couple. I'm not going to give all of them because not all of these are fine-tuned. And eventually I will do a fine-tuning of a fine-tuned video, but we have the FN Scar 17. I've only been using this recently, but the setup I have is just almost just blasphemous. Like, using this gun, it's very bouncy, has a lot of recoil, has beautiful damage output, however very low ammunition. As soon as I can get the extended mag, the however many rounds this is going to carry, I plan to use that if it has more than 25. But 25 rounds, only maybe 5 rounds to get a, maybe less than 5 rounds to get a kill. This is a beautiful weapon for mid to long range combat, and good for getting a few different clips if you can get them in quick succession. Using the Merc foregrip, 25 round magazines, stippled grip tape for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. With fully loaded, because this gun does run out of ammunition quite a bit, I actually encourage you to run fully loaded instead of fast melee, because if you don't necessarily want to run out of ammunition quickly, you may want to do that. Now, I do prefer the iron sights predominantly with this weapon. However, I've been using the GI mini reflex, and I have been getting it's been gross. I feel bad for the enemy teams. I really do. I haven't gotten a lot of camos done, but for the fun of it, let's go ahead and put on Blue Dragon. Alright, and then my secondary weapon has attachments. I'm using the GI Mini Reflex, match grade trigger, 26 round magazine, stippled grip tape, and sleight of hand on the X16 semi-automatic pistol. With this class, we're going to be using the specialist bonus, using scavenger, restock, amped, hardline, which needs to be switched out for tune-up. For tune-up, we have double time for a little bit of added sprint speed if we need it later on, but we can easily switch that out for battle-hardened or cold-blooded, and I'm going to switch that out for cold-blooded. And then we have EOD. All of this together is an outstanding class. It is beautiful, disgusting, good kind of disgusting, not the bad kind of disgusting, the good kind. And it is just a menace to enemy teams so far. So far, this gun has been progressing. I've reached 26 levels in just a few matches. I only just picked up this weapon and feel like I found a well-solidified class variation that I will predominantly use in mid to long-range engagements. My third class I'm going to share with you is, again, another assault rifle, the Grau. It is a DLC weapon, and it can be acquired by completing a series of tasks. The Grau. What are we using on the Grau? We're using the FSS 11.8 Squall barrel. And the FSS 8.8 Squall allows you it gives you aim down sight speed, which is really what the gun needs. It doesn't need damage, it doesn't need range, it needs speed, it needs mobility. We have the 5MW laser, which has hip accuracy and sprint to fire speed, sleight of hand for reload capacity. The F-Tac R89 rubber, and a Ranger grip for recoil control and aiming stability. All of this together is needless to say, just amazing. If you have tried building a Grau and you like the Grau, you should really try this setup out. It is just amazing. Anyway, moving on, the X16 with the same setup as previously. Perk setup, we're using double time hardline amped with a Semtex and a stun grenade. Stun grenades are predominantly the best, in my opinion, these are the best tactical you're going to use. Put it down range, you stun someone, they're not moving until you get to them, and then they're dead afterwards, even through. It is just almost impossible to survive. It is near impossible, not truthfully impossible, nearly impossible to survive a stun grenade if you're being pressed. The fourth class we're going to share with you is the AUG SMG. The AUG submachine gun with a 407mm lightweight barrel, giving us the benefits of damage range and bullet velocity, so increasing damage and output. 5MW laser, giving us hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed. No optic. We're using NATO rounds, so 5.56 NATO 30-round magazines. We're using the stippled grip tape for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed with sleight of hand, which for the benefit, I would personally tell you, if you're going to use this weapon, this can be used very well in Warzone, but if you're going to, I recommend you go with either fully loaded or more money. If you're not going for Warzone, if you're going for multiplayer, then I would tell you to go with either frangible wounding, sleight of hand at the first and starting point, always sleight of hand. But if you're not into sleight of hand and it reloads fast enough for you, frangible wounding or FMJ. Recon is unnecessary with an SMG, as you're going to be running more than you're going to be doing much of anything other than shooting the gun and getting kills and providing movement and fluctuation for your team. And that is the entire purpose, is an advanced push, a rushing. That is the whole point behind a SMG, is to control and manipulate the flow of the game. Anyway, those are the first four. We're rocking the AUG with the Desert Eagle, and only with one attachment, and that is the heavy duty trigger. That should have been switched to lightweight. I am so sorry about that. But yeah, that is the only attachment you're going to run there. Perks, again, we're running a setup with Specialist. We're running double time for extra added speed and crouch, sprinting, and sliding motions. High alert, so that you have a warning as to when people are aiming at you, allowing you to just narrowly dodge out of a bullet spray. Amped, allowing you to be able to reduce the charge time of field upgrades and use them more frequently. I run Dead Silence and Stopping Power. You didn't think I had Stopping Power. Quotation marks. Anyway. EOD, Eater of Death. Take reduced damage from non-kill streak explosives and fire. Scavenger, allowing me to replenish ammunition along the path after getting my first 4 kills. And then at 6, we have Restock, allowing the recharge of equipment over 25 seconds. We're using a Molotov cocktail for widespread burning damage and a stun grenade. So the fifth class is going to be the MP5. And what are we using on the MP5? The MP5, we're using a flash guard, an FSS light barrel. We're using a Merc foregrip, and we are also using a 45-round magazine. We're using sleight of hand. These are by far the best attachments you could put on the MP5, and I would recommend that you always run a class in your creative class loadout with the MP5 somewhere in there. We're using the X16 with the same loadout as previously, with the EOD, hardline, and amped. Actually, EOD needs to be changed to kill chain, hardline, amped. There we go. I changed that for one match of 10v10, so that's on my end, and this needs to be a C4. Okay, so we're rocking these two weapons with the kill chain, hardline, and amped, alongside C4 and stun grenade. And that is our 5th class. But those are my current top 5 loadouts in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you enjoyed seeing these and you want more, or maybe you want some gameplays with these, please drop a like, let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe with notifications on. I upload very frequently, but I stream even more, and I am going to be redirecting many of my streams over to Twitch and creating a channel cycling between Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So it will go from YouTube once a week into Twitch twice a week to Facebook once a week. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. And I will see you very soon. I'm Rufio Phoenix. Stay awesome and a ninja. And I will see you in the next video.